We burned the map in your mother's backyard, watch the embers write constellations. You said I don't believe in fate, while the smoke spelled out both our names. I was a radio playing static. You tuned the dial to a frequency where the static was the music. And I don't know if love is a promise or a fire alarm, but your hand on my chest is the only silence I've never feared. So meet me in the quiet after the storm, where the world is still wet and honest. We don't need to speak in diamonds or gold, just a short and a breath on a window. I'll be the roof when the sky forgets how to hold itself up. You be the reason I still look up. You keep your grief in a mason jar on the shelf next to the honey. I used to think sadness was a solo sport, till you taught me the rules of tandem falling. Now we're dancing in the kitchen at 2 a.m., flour on your cheek like war paint, laughing because we survived the war. They say every love song's been written, but they haven't heard the way you pronounce my name when you're half asleep, like it's a password to somewhere safe. So meet me in the quiet after the storm, where the world is still wet and honest. We don't need to speak in diamonds or gold, just a short and a breath on a window. I'll be the roof when the sky forgets how to hold itself up. You'll be the reason I still look up. The quiet after you. The quiet after you. The quiet after you. The rain taps out a rhythm on the glass tonight, a lullaby for streets that shine like silver light. I'm tracing circles on the page where your name used to be. Funny how the quiet is the loudest thing I see. And I don't need the neon signs or a sky full of valentines to know that something real can still exist. It's in the velvet of the evening and the whisper of your name, a slow burn kind of fire that don't need a flame. It's in the way the world gets softer when you're standing in the door. I never knew what home was till I never felt it more. Oh, it's velvet and a whisper in your You left your coffee cup right there upon the sink, a tiny monument to moments that still linger. The girl I was at 22, the woman standing here, learning that the strongest love is rooted in the fear of losing something you just found. And the party lights can blind you, but the quiet always finds you, and it found me right where I was meant to be. It's in the velvet of the evening and the whisper of your name, a slow burn kind of fire that don't need a flame. It's in the way the world gets softer when you're standing in the dark. I never knew what home was till I never felt it more. Oh, it's velvet and a whisper in yours. They say that love is fireworks, a grand and blinding show, but ours began in silence in the space between hello. And every day it deepens, not in lightning but in rain, a quiet steady knowing that I'll never be the same. It's in the velvet of the evening and the whisper of your name, your slow burn kind of fire that don't need a flame. It's in the way the world gets softer when you're standing in the dark. I never knew what home was till I never felt it more. Oh, it's velvet and a whisper in yours.
I've asked myself 1,000 times, what makes you different from the rest? Is it the way you see my flaws and still believe I'm something blessed? I've watched the world try to define what love should look like, what it means. They sell us fireworks and lines, grand gestures and perfect scenes, but you just show up every day with nothing more than open hands. You don't need words to say you'll stay. I see it in the way you stand. And I don't have a reason, no logic I can trace, just something in the silence when I look into your face. So how do I know you're still the one? After all these years, after all we've done, when the fire's just a glow, not a burning sun. How do I know you're still the one? I don't have proof, I don't have a sign, just a quiet truth that stands the test of time. When the world says love should come undone, something in me knows you're still the one. we could barely turn around. We didn't have a thing at all, but we had everything that counted. And now the house is full of light, and still you reach for me at night. The same way that you did back then, the same way over and over again. And I still don't have a reason, no proof I could provide. Just the way you hold me when there's no one left to hide. So how do I know you're still the one? After all these years, after all we've done, when the fire's just a glow, not a burning sun. How do I know you're still the one? I don't have proof, I don't have a sign, just a quiet truth that stands the test of time. When the world says love should come undone, something in me knows you're still the one. They say love should be certain, should be easy to explain, but the only thing I'm sure of is I'd do it all again. Every fight, every forgiveness, every morning, every night. There's no logic to this feeling, there's just light. So how do I know? How do I know? After all we've been through, after all the letting go, when the world says love should come undone, something in me knows, something in me knows you're still the one. You're still the one I wanna come home to. Still the one I give my whole heart to. When the fire's just a glow, I still burn for you. You're still the one I always knew. I don't need proof, I don't need a sign, just this quiet truth that stands the test of time. When everything says love should come undone, something in me knows you're still the one. I've asked myself 1,000 times, and I'll ask 1,000 more. You're still the one. You're still the one.
I was fine up in my orbit. Yeah, I had my own pace. Every room I walked in, I was the coolest in the place. Had my heart locked in a vault, keys thrown out into the vast. Never thought I'd be the one to wanna take a chance so fast. Then you walked in with a smile, didn't even have to try. Pulled me out of my own atmosphere, right before my eyes. And they all say it's just a feeling, it's just a phase, but they don't feel it when you look at me that way. I'm not the type to fall, I build my walls up to the sky. But for you, I'm watching them all liquefy. 'Cause baby, you're my gravity, the only force that's strong enough to get to me, pulling me in so effortlessly. You're the reason that my feet don't touch the ground. And I'm not coming down. You're my grabbing down. You're my gravity. Now my plans are looking different. they all starting and with you. Like finding all the little things that you accidentally do. The way you kiss me in the kitchen while the coffee's brewing slow. It's a feeling that I've never, ever, ever, ever known. And I catch myself just staring, I'm a mess I can't deny. But goddamn, I love the view from way up here with you so high. And I know that it's a feeling, hope it never fades. They don't feel it when you hold me this way. Went from not believing to putting all my faith in this one touch from you, and I just can't resist. 'Cause baby, you're my gravity.